This is our journey and process of acquiring land in Swaziland. First, you need to understand how the Royal Council take matters of their land very serious. There's a delicate process as an applicant that you need to endure for them to be convinced that you can be a part of their own community. We first had to talk to one of their respected members we happen to have crossed paths with. Actually, we have crossed paths with the right person to send a message on our behalf to make the meeting happen with the Ibandla and Induna. On our way to be introduced to Ibandla and Induna, a very intense meeting, I must say. I was wearing pants, so it was a no-no. They have a very strict culture. Women have to cover their heads and have to cover their waist with ihia. So I had to cover my whole body with a throw. So there are requirements that you need to meet. First, your passport and a marriage certificate. They are very strict on that one because of they need to know your background and they need to make sure that you guys are married so that they know and they are sure that they're not harboring a criminal or a fugitive. So when they have that background of a solid background, then they are comfortable. And also they require a cow in form of money, and there's other gifts you need to give to the queen also in form of money, and also other things such as drinks, traditional beer, and you need to prepare food. You need to cook for them and welcome you and bless you. So all of that you're going to see later in the video. So right here, it is standard procedure to take you on 3 different lands to choose from. So you had to hike up. I didn't like the first 2 lands because of they're not accessible by a car. So majority of people here in Swaziland, they walk. So I wanted a land that is accessible by a car, not far from things, not far from the road. So they're beautiful, but they're just not accessible, unfortunately. So we went to the site where I liked the land best, and coincidentally, the sites there, they said they're all finished, but the Nduna picked this specific land for us and said this one is fine. So, and I was like, the first time when we came here looking for sites, this was the area that I liked because of the view. So I was happy. So we were happy, and then we called it a day, and then they said the next 2 days you can come for the rest of the process to finish up everything, the cow and preparing of the food and the celebration and the blessing. So we called it a day, and we went to a place where we booked in Mbabane, and yeah, we rest, and I needed a nice drink. So the next 2 days in the morning, that is the spot where our site is, exactly that whole piece of land. That's us there up there. So we have to drive through Nkomanzi Drive, and we arrived at the place where we're so lucky, guys. We've got a neighbor that welcomed us before we even acquired this land, and she was like, you know what, for you to prepare this whole process, I will give you space. I will help you to cook. I will help you to start the fire. I will help with the cutlery and everything that you need. You just come with the ingredients, and then I'll help you to cook. And I was like, no problem. So I am not so good with starting a fire, but I was determined, I was so determined. So this is the final day. I started to prepare cooking for Ibandla, and I had never cooked from the floor vele before, not even making my own fire. So I was so blessed, very, very blessed to have someone to help me. Probably this lady understood that I'm not familiar with the rural lifestyle, but I was eager to do the cook with no problem. The culture here, guys, it is not so modern at all. They have I was actually surprised that people here are very down to earth. I was literally surprised. They didn't want chairs and tables or any form of decor. They did everything on the ground and it worked out just fine. So you will see later how we were finally on the spot, on the site where we were meeting and having that small celebration on our site where they blessed us. They surrounded us, me and my partner, and they prayed for us. They blessed the land. They blessed us so that we prosper and we grow in and we have peace and harmony. And that for me solidified everything. So despite all the process of going through to cook and being burned by the fire and the smoke, something that I'm unfamiliar with, I felt like this was a victory for me. Like I managed to pull through. I was not complaining, you know, everything it went according to plan. And so where we were cooking is not far from our site. It's just literally a minute walk. I mean, a minute drive, I'm sorry. So we had to take the stuff to the car and drive down to our site and then lay down everything. And then that's when the meeting started. The whole process of them telling us the rules and regulations and everything that we need to do and not to do. And they prayed for us and blessed us. After that, the whole process, we started, it was mealtime. And after mealtime, now it was the final chapter of us giving out the cow and giving out the gifts. Everything was in form of money. And guys, it showered after the meeting. It showered so nicely, and that also solidified our union here. Now we are officially the new owners of this stunning piece of land, which is over 3 hectares. Mission accomplished. We are so grateful. I really pray and hope that we're gonna grow in this neighborhood and we're gonna live a peaceful and successful and prosperous life. This is what you call homesteading, guys. Off grid. Mission accomplished. Peace out.